Safety officials are urging us to pass along this reminder, working for you after you've set off your last fireworks tonight. Before you go to sleep, make sure you have disposed of all those spent fireworks properly.
Otherwise, you could wake up to a house fire or something on fire. Matt Stewart is live in KCK with more. There is, Matt, we get these calls all the time. The day after the 4th of July, house fires.
Yep.
All the time.
Yeah, it's something definitely you need to be careful of. And in fact, it's the 4th of July, so let's see if I can get these sparklers going. Come on now. Yeah, isn't it great? There we go. Got some sparklers going. Everyone loves the sparklers, right? The kids love the sparklers. Got to be careful, though, because these get really hot. I mean, we've talked about this a lot, how hot these different sparklers can get. So you definitely need adult supervision on this. But when you're done with it, a lot of people might say, hey, I'm just going to throw this in the trash can. Not a good idea, still hot, can cause a fire. In fact, some people have the duds, right? You light it, it doesn't go off. I'm just going to throw that in the trash can. Still not a great idea. There's all kinds of chemicals that are inside that firework. And if you put it in that trash can is next to your house and then it starts on fire, well, your house could catch on fire. So officials want you to be extremely careful when it comes to disposing of fireworks once you're done with it. In fact, according to the National Safety Council, there are more than 18,000 fireworks fires every year. Of those, 1,300 of them are house fires. There are also many trash fires. Waste Management says that last year alone they experienced 400 truck fires. Many of that destroyed their trash trucks. Now, not all of these fires are caused by fireworks, but to prevent that from happening, they have some advice for you. Once you're done setting off your fireworks, let the empty cartridges sit for a couple hours to cool off. After that, put all that debris in a bucket of water. Let it sit for a couple more hours, then put it all in a wet plastic bag, then put it in your trash can. But even after doing all that, they recommend you keep your trash can with the fireworks in it away from the house.
And most containers these days are plastic, right? So they're very susceptible to catching fire. So when you're cooling off the fireworks or you put them into a container or anything, you want to make sure that's away from any structure. Whether it's a house, a garage, or whatever, don't store it inside. Make sure it's away from the structure in case for whatever reason they do reignite.
So, to prove our point, we have a bucket of water and we're just going to throw these little sparklers right in there. We let off some parachutes in our last hour, so that is in the water as well. And of course, we'll let it sit there for a couple of hours before we throw it in the trash. So we don't want to start a fire. Also, a lot of you are going to be grilling, okay? Some of you might be using charcoal. So what Waste Management suggests you do is with that charcoal, let it sit for 2 days after today, then put it in aluminum foil, wrap it up, then put it in your trash because that charcoal can stay hot for days after, and you don't want your trash catching fire, burning down your house, because again, it happens each and every year. You don't think it's going to happen to you, but when you don't follow these safety advice, that's when it could happen. So definitely be careful out there on this 4th, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt, it's good advice. And yes, everybody thinks it can't happen to them, but there's a reason these safety rules are in place, because it happens more often than people ever hear about.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Worth reminding, definitely.